innovation? It works here. Manufacturing breakthroughs, creating game changers, inventing ideas that work. Now, we're exporting intelligence and mining minds. Because innovation works here. Building better, developing brilliance, unleashing productivity. Because innovation works here. Thinking, doing, sharing. Talent works here. Curious minds work here. Innovation works here.
Technology has proven to be a viable way of solving Ghana's basic problems. And today we are talking to a young man who is using technology and equipping the next generation on how to code at a very, very young age. We find that a very, very important thing he's doing and an interesting story. So today we're here to tell the story of Simon Ampah of the Gates Coding Club. He's teaching kids of between 5 years to 14 years at the Peak Lyceum School how to code. 5 to 14 years. Follow me, let's tell the story of Simon Ampah. Thank you. How are you?
We are in the pit.
Oh, that's nice. You're welcome. You can sit down now. Okay. Hi, Simon.
Hello, Chris.
Thanks for allowing us to crash your session this afternoon.
Oh, no problem.
Some cute kids. They remind me of when I was in, what class is it again?
Grade 3.
Grade 3.
Yes,
I see. Oh. If I can remember grade 3 very well. I can't, so yeah, that's cool. But great. So it's all about the Gates Coding Club, right?
Exactly.
Can you tell us what it is about? Because I can see kids grade 3 with laptops in front of them and they are busy typing and doing stuff on the laptop. So what exactly is the course about?
Oh, interestingly, it's basically about teaching kids as young as kids from age of 5 years to 14 years how to code or program.
Okay.
Yeah. So to make it's very simple. Basically, for a machine to work, you have to install a program on it, or you have to install an operating system on it. Yeah. Now, for you to be able to create an operating system or a software, you need to know how to code. Okay. So basically, we are teaching these kids how to create their own apps, interactive games, and a host of other things.
Create apps.
Yes, exactly.
An average age of 8 and 7.5.
It's interesting, the youngest person who is internationally recognized to have created a fully functioning app. It's called Zoraball.
Okay.
And she was 7 years when she created it. 7 years.
Oh, so you want to give us so many
I bet you. I bet that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
So what exactly, okay, you've told us that you teach them how to create apps and things like that. But of course at their level, as they are starting, you are teaching them some specific things that is at their level. So what coding language, for example, do you use? What do you teach them?
Oh, sure. At this level, we use what we call a visual programming language. Okay. Basically, it's based on something like Lego. For you to be able to create an object with Lego, you have to patch these small blocks together. Okay. And as you patch them, it evolves into that particular idea that you have in your mind. So basically, as you can see on my screen here, the kids are learning how to patch these blocks. Okay. So as they patch these blocks together, it evolves in that particular thing that they are doing.
So you're teaching kids between the age of 5
yes, exactly.
and
5
14
years. Yes, exactly.
How to code. That's a novelty for us in this country,
Very
in this
true.
part of the world. Is there a particular reason why you are teaching that range of age, or that age range, how to code?
The reason being that you know of a lot of software developers who started from an early age. You can talk of Bill Gates, who started right from an early age. Okay. Mark Zuckerberg, who also started right from an early age. Yeah. And from a book that I read, a book by Malcolm Gladwell, where he talked about the 10,000 hours.
The outliers.
Exactly, the outliers.
That's a popular book.
I bet you, it's really interesting. Yeah. He talks about the 10,000 hours. So for you to become an expert in any field, a world-class expert to be precise, you have to start right from an early age, or probably you have to continue mastering that particular art over a period of like 10 years or roughly 10,000 hours. So at this age, when they start early, by the time they turn 15, the time they turn 16, 17, they'll be creating marvelous apps. So that's why we decided to start from them.
Catching them at a very
exactly young age. At a very young age.
I see. How has the response been in terms of the school and perhaps the parents?
Oh, they've been very positive towards the whole idea, because we have parents who've decided to even buy machines for their laptops for their kids, so that they can actually practice more in the house. Because what you teach them is practically based. So without you practicing it, it's very hard for them to grasp it and actually proceed to do great things with it. Yes.
How did you come to this project? How did you start the project? I'm sure you haven't been doing this all your life. So
exactly.
How did you come to start doing this?
Before starting this, quite remember, you've reminded me of one thing. Last year, around May 2014, I applied for a UK visa. I wanted to travel. The whole idea was that I would travel outside, make enough money and come and start up a business. That very same time too, I was also brooding over a very wonderful idea, that's to go into selling of books. I applied and I went there to go and take my visa, exactly. Only to be told, or only to be informed that I didn't get access. So the moment I got to know that, I realized that that was not the end of the world. It was around 3:30, and when I wanted to go and buy the books, they would close around 4. I had 50 CDs on me. I rushed to the bookshop, bought the books, and I started my first business.
Wow, so it was an impulse decision you took.
I had to do it.
Saying that if I'm not getting the visa, then I
have to start my business.
Okay, yeah. So you started selling books, and how did you get here doing coding and teaching 8-year-olds how to code?
Sure. You know, I did the business for quite some time, and it came to a point I realized that the satisfaction wasn't that much. I wanted something that is scalable, something that can touch a lot of lives at an early age. So I was there when my other business partner called me, and he was like, "Why don't you teach kids how to code?" And I was like, "Would it be possible for us to teach kids as young as 5 years, 8 years, and 9 years how to code?" I said, "It's very possible." By the way, my business partner works in a very reputable educational institution in Ghana, an international one to be precise. He's an ICT teacher, and he's also part of the examiners of a foreign body that is into examinations. So he brought up the idea, and I decided, sure, since he's coming from with the technical background, and me also coming from a field with the marketing background, we can combine our ideas and probably make something out of it. And
here we are now.
Yeah, we exactly.
Wow, I see, that's great. So in a while we'll see you teach the kids what you are teaching them to.
Sure.
We also see that they are also very, very happy. So what's the future of this? Do you see this growing, getting into other schools? What do you see the future to be?
Sure, the future I would say is very bright, very, very bright. The reason being that Andrew Poliak of QNS, a subsidiary of RIM, was interviewed recently, and he said that by 2020 to 2025, we have cars that would actually drive themselves, or driverless cars coming into the system. Now, what makes these cars work? It's basically the coding, the program that has gone into it. It plays a key role. We know of smart homes, even our phones, robots and stuff that are autonomous. And US Bureau of Statistics, Labor Statistics, also came out with a prediction that by 2020, over 1 million programming jobs will be created. But the opportunity is that there are not enough programmers to fill them up. And it's only US, so you can just imagine the rest of the world. So it's high time that we actually taught these kids how to do these things, because we also foresee that it will become a prerequisite or a requirement for anybody who wants to secure a good job in the next 5 years to 10 years. So that's why we decided to venture into it.
Finally, funding. If a parent wants you to teach their ward how to code, whatever age, 5 to 14, how much is it going to cost them?
For individuals, the average is 50 cedis per session.
Okay.
50 cedis per session.
Where a session is?
Per session, like once a week. That's 1 hour to 1.5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for the teaching fee, the tuition fee. Depends on where the person stays. For instance, if the person stays in a shaman or something, or the person stays in a place that's far from here, the
price
will change depending exactly.
Right,
exactly.
Thank you so much, Simon.
Very well. You are very welcome.
Feel about the Gates Coding Club? What has it taught you so far?
It's teaching me my mouse skills and how to create my own games.
Your own games, okay. It's also teaching you how to code, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what games have you created so far?
I've created Girl 3 playing baseball.
Whoa, Girl 3 playing baseball. That's nice. So, and you play it every time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Why do you call her Girl 3 though? Why don't you call her any female name? If you are supposed to name Girl 3 with a particular name, how will you call her?
I'll call her Sophia.
Sophia. That's a nice name. Okay, great. Keep it up, okay? Nice.